Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, any other type, how are we all doing? Today I'm coming to you with a video about something I've worked on for the best part of today. Which is basically something I've been wanting to do for a little while, and it's basically like a little divisive tool to calculate deliveries or outstanding delivery sums, and also kind of keep a track of what's owing on an invoice and what should be paid on an invoice. So this is the small invoice template. I've also put this together on the tall invoice template. I haven't done on the 2-pager yet. If we need to, I will, but it is a bit of a exercise to do this. I'll just get rid of a couple of things that I've done. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what I've done here. All right, so this is just a regular invoice template. The one difference down here is we now have this second tab called Delivery Tool. Let me just just add one thing in here. Mr. Blogs. So this is going to. I'm just going to show you that all the information from the invoice tab comes over onto this new Delivery Tool tab. Okay, so you don't have to enter any information onto the Delivery Tool tab in most places. There's only 1 or 2 places that you do. Otherwise, everything copies over from the invoice, just like with the delivery dockets and everything else. So let's have a look. So let's just assume that this is already all filled out like a regular invoice, as in on here. All right, so let's have a look at a product and what I've entered. So in this situation, I've sold 10 Vola 3s. We'll assume it's Sydney. It doesn't matter, but let's just say it's Sydney. 10 Vola 3s, $4.99. We give a 5% discount for a volume sale to maybe a trade client, whatever. Delivery of $150. So just for simplicity, I'll make that $100, and even though that's cheaper than what we'd normally do it, but let's just say that we're going to split this over 2 deliveries, so $50 and $50, just for simplicity. So $4,990 less the discount plus the $100 comes to $48.40. All right, so nothing's changed. All right, but here's where things get interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the required deposit on something like that, and it would normally be 30% on a core item. So we're just going to use that total. We're going to times that times 3, and therefore into the paid, we're going to assume now that this customer has paid $14.52 15 cents to secure this invoice and secure the products. So let's go over to the delivery tool. So the delivery tool's got basically two distinct functions. Okay. So the delivery tool is here to help with calculating what to charge a customer for the goods to be delivered. It's also there to show what they should have paid to date after the goods have been delivered or after the delivery docket has been done for that delivery. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let me just get rid of this 5. So the 5, that all of this is going to be pre-entered. All right. So the one thing that you will be looking to do in this top sort of almost white section, or down to the yellow actually there. So this is the tool part for sales staff effectively. So let's just say that we want to deliver these 5 to Mr. Blogs. So what this tool is going to do is going to tell you how much they add up to. It's going to automatically calculate the discount, like ratio discount. So, or it's going to scale the discount. So basically, you don't have to work out on your own how much the discount was on those items in comparison to the whole sale. That's a calculation that has been done. So you can see that $24.95 in full, less the discount. All right, $23.70. They've already paid 30%. Okay, they've paid the 711.09. So what does that mean? That means that they have to pay $1659.21. And let me just get rid of that in that docket because that's confusing. Okay, back I go. All right. So very simple. Customer comes in or on the phone or whatever, says, I want the 5. Okay, let me figure out how much you need to pay me. All right, so you go in here, you hit the 5. That's the balance on the products, on those products on that invoice. However, there's no way for me to do deliveries like this. Like there's no, each delivery, sometimes there's 3, 4, 5 deliveries on an invoice. They're split up into different values. This is manual. So there's 2 things that are manual. Number 1, the quantity you want to deliver to calculate. Number 2, the delivery fee. In this situation, for simplicity, we said $100 split over 2 deliveries, so $50 for the first delivery. Okay, so I'm seeing here that I need to charge this customer $1,694.21 for us to deliver these goods in this particular situation to a Sydney address. Now down the bottom here, in the grey, in the dark grey, this is a separate function. So this is telling you, as far as how much we've delivered so far, which is nothing, that paid on invoice $14.52.15, and payment required to date same thing, $14.52.15. So that was the requirement of payment, assuming that this is a 30% deposit sale. Now bear in mind that if it's not a 30% deposit sale, then you can play around with that a bit. If you look at that formula up here, it says 0.3. I have to unlock that, but anyway, it says 0.3. If it's a 50% scenario, you can change it to 0.5. And you can do it specifically on products, but this is really more for the more standard sales tool to help with that. All right, so if I go back over to invoice, or if I have a look at how much I'm supposed to be charging, which is $1,694.21. If I take that payment from the customer, and if I go back over to my delivery tool, all right, so you can see that what's paid on the invoice now is $3,146.36, but it still says the payment required to date is only $15.42. Why? Because we haven't done a delivery docket for it yet. So when Todd or whoever does the delivery docket for 5, we're now saying that is being delivered. It's because he'll normally do it a day or 2 in advance, or it's being delivered, but hopefully beforehand, which is why this tool is useful. And now we come back here and we can see that the payment required to date is 3,111.33. We've got 3,146 paid on the invoice, but if I take the delivery fee away, we'll find that it's going to be around the same number. So we've got 5. Got the 5 going out. Well, let's take the delivery out of it actually, and we just do the payment of $1,659.21. Sorry. All right, $1,659.21 without the delivery. So $311.36, $311.33. Okay, we're 3 cents apart. So I say so. You calculate it first without the delivery, because the delivery is not part of this formula. It can't be. But after the fact, you can just say, okay, the delivery is going to be the $50. Okay, those numbers actually stay the same there, and you basically got the 70% owing, including the $50 delivery. So that's the money that you take. Now, after that's done, this is a dynamic tool. You can get rid of that number. You use that for the next 5, whatever. This is really just calculating a single thing for you. And these areas down here is keeping it fully updated, all right, about how much is required to date and how much is paid. So if these two match each other, then we're on the right track. And over on the right hand side here, how many remaining to be delivered, how many have been delivered, the value of them, and this is obviously also useful for everyone and useful for the shipping department. I know it's a little bit tricky, a little bit fiddly, but I think it's worthwhile, especially if this is an invoice of a lot of products, or 10, 12, 15 products, and you can really just go 1, 5, 3, 2, etc. delivered. It's going to calculate all of these things for you to basically give you a final number. When we start getting onto other invoices that have more detailed, where you've got to work out other 50% and 100% and that kind of stuff, then we'll go through that. There's ways to do it. and it won't be particularly complicated. Or you can just do it separately. You can just use this for the 30% and then do the other one separately to that. But in any case, it's a good calculation tool, and it's a good way for us to see if we haven't charged enough money, because quite frankly, it's happening more and more. We're selling more and more different things, and administratively, we have missed a few things here and there, guys. So so this is now added. I'll add it to all the templates tonight as well. Please use it. And if you're not sure about it, because it is a little bit tricky, you know my number. Cheers.